forgot the intro. I never do it. Welcome to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T.
Hello.
Tonight we are reviewing Ghost Season 3, Episode 2. Yay, we're back.
Oh, he's here.
Smash that thumbs down button, subscribe to our channel.
And that part. That's what's up. Should I begin? Ciao. So we start with a flashback. DA is explaining to Lauren what happened to her. So apparently, according to DA, I think
that's what they was gonna have to explain this shit to us.
Explain to us what happened. I'm not sure why she knows the details because she wasn't there. I think she's lying, but she said that somebody knocked her out. Huh?
She's lying to Lauren.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She said somebody knocked her out and pushed her car in the reservoir. And she would have had drowned except for some man was walking his dog and he saw the car going down. Now, he didn't see who did it, but he saw the car going down. And Lauren keeps telling her, I'm telling you who did it. Effie and Braden did it. They was the ones that did it. First, I was awake, and then I was knocked out, and then I was with you. So
I think I will remember something like that.
Huh?
I think I will remember something like that.
She remembered the part she needed to remember.
Yeah.
You know, if anything, like they knocked me out and then y'all dragged my car out of out of a reservoir. What else do you need to investigate? But DA has such a hard on for Tariq, which makes zero sense. She's like, no. I just want to see my parents. I don't, they should know when I'm alive.
Why shouldn't? Yes, you should have definitely told her parents. That's cruel as shit. Why would you not tell her parents?
Because does she even have permission? It seems like all these polices is working without permission. They just own a mission on their own. They done created their own team of we gonna get Tariq, which is crazy. Like, y'all had Mecca. Y'all, do you know about Wakanda? That seems like that should be your target. I don't know why we're coming for Tariq so hard, because at the end of the day, he is 19. He's a kid. We didn't even see Tariq drive nowhere. What kind of kingpin walk around with a backpack everywhere he goes?
You're supposed to be trying to find a connect, okay? He is definitely not a connect.
Leave the college campus, for God's sakes.
Come on.
That's where the drugs be, but that's not where they come from. Speaking of Wakanda Day, he don't like them kids. He hates them kids. He don't know why that lady is even doing business with him. At the end of the day, Tariq is the one he hates the most. He can't wait till this is over so he can take Tariq's ass out. I don't know why he has, these feelings towards Tariq, maybe because he's smart, but he don't like him.
He's a smart ass. He's like, he definitely got to go because
he got to go.
The other two are clearly dummies.
They're dumb, so they can go too.
Yeah.
I mean, what's his name is not dumb at all, though. Braden is not dumb but
Braden doesn't come across smart.
And he's white.
Know that he's yeah.
So we might need to keep him based just on his privilege.
Yeah.
Even in Wakanda, Braden has more value than Tariq. That's messed up.
Oh.
I hadn't thought about it like that until just now. Now I'm sad. So the kids are discussing their game plan. They got a whole warehouse full of bricks to unload, and they got to figure out where they're going. So this is the plan. Kane has a street team. He done brought in the Jamaicans. The Jamaicans going to do their thing where they do their thing. That makes sense, but, we going to need more people. Tariq and Effie, they going to hit the Ivy League schools because the Ivy League kids be having a lot of change around the house for some extra activities. So, we going to stay away from Stansfield because the block is hot. We going to go to Harvard and Yale and all of those places like that.
I always tell people, y'all be thinking y'all sending y'all kids to these suburban schools. They really the ones on some shit. Like black kids, we just smoking weed over there. But over there, them other schools, they on that.
Look, I went to an all-white school. I was the black girl. And let me tell you, they had all the means and all the stuff. They was doing stuff that I had no idea what they was doing. So this was nothing. And driving BMWs and Mercedes.
You're at the black school, y'all over there sharing blunts. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Braden really wants to sell at the office, but Tariq is like, we are not. That's not going to be a good idea. At the end of the day, when we get in trouble, you get a 6-figure job and I get to lose my dorm room and I didn't even get caught doing anything. So me fooling around with you in that capacity just doesn't seem like a good idea. And yeah, I'm gonna think we should stay away from that. While they over there talking, Effie is stashing bricks in the car.
What Effie on?
Well, I mean, y'all said she was a CI, and I don't know that that's true. I think Effie is just, she's very much on this independent. I'm not going to count it out, Effie, but I'm going to just stick with you because I don't want that to be true. I just don't want her to be that. She trying to get her own money. She always
If she get her own money, or she going to put them bricks on somebody?
Well, I think she's going to get her own money because I'll tell you why later. So Davis comes over to visit Auntie empty-handed. He's basically telling her that they're at a dead end. There is no more information on who, took out Zeke. And she's pissed because she's like, you better be doing something more with that money that I'm giving you, like coming up with an answer because I'm going to find out who killed my son. And Lorenzo's punk ass is over in the corner listening, trying to figure out how he got to hope she don't find out he the one that did it. Sax goes to visit his little lawyer girlfriend. She doesn't like him at all. In fact, I think she hates him. But I don't like her. Like, I really like her less than I like him.
Yeah, I don't like her. I don't like her or her little other friend that came.
Or her New York cop friend or that other. I don't like none of them. None of
them. None of them. Them three could go.
None of the polices is going to work for me.
No.
He over there on some where was you last night, and she on some we ain't really good like that, so they'll be asking me where I'm at. And did you bring me anything about this investigation?
That's why I ain't bringing you nothing, because your attitude stink.
She don't know the game, girl.
You
supposed to, what's her name? The teacher Carrie. Carrie was over there doing different things to get her information. You should
you get more with sugar than with shit.
You used to get information back when you was getting up out of his bed all sweaty without taking a shower, taking your second ass back to the office. And now all of a sudden you don't want to discuss nothing with him besides business.
Absolutely. You get more with sugar.
She did refer to him as her CI, who I assumed he was her CI, but then when y'all said Effie, y'all had me all thrown off. And that doesn't mean I'm not still like side-eye Effie a little bit. I feel like there's something more to that.
You're trying to throw us off.
Yeah. And he ain't bringing her no information. He not bringing her no information. She not bringing him no information. They're really not at any use to each other.
You guys, what are we doing? Right.
She trying to what'd you say?
What are we doing here then?
Not having any fun, not getting sweaty and nasty. We just here being nasty to each other because we don't,
Right.
So she said she's trying to get a task force together.
You better calm down. And
he's like, she wants a task force, like a RICO task force. And he's like, take it easy. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, Treaty's only 19. I don't think he's running any drug, He's not a kingpin, girl.
He's not a kingpin.
And she was like, he's St. Patrick. Like, is anybody questioning why LeBron James son could shoot a basketball? He was like, no, that's racist. So I'm not being in that conversation with you. I'm gonna just ride out because now I'm thinking I probably don't even like you that much.
Right.
I'm an asshole. I'm not a racist. You go. So over at the office, one of these interns is over here asleep on the desk, and Kiki came over and smacked him upside the head with a file, and he looked up and called her Omarosa. I mean, I guess she did slap that man upside the head with some paperwork, and apparently he's a little racist. I'm guessing that's not the first time that he said some slick shit, or any of them. In that, I'm
gonna say I'm pretty sure they all are. He was just bold enough to say it.
Especially what is Brain's brother Trace?
Yeah,
Trace, slick stuff.
Yeah, he do.
Braden jumps in to defend her because Braden don't roll like that. So, and he got a little crush on Kiki. So
Brady want the booty.
well, I mean, he didn't have to do much to get it, and I'm gonna get back to that in a minute. Tater's at his campaign office because he back on the campaign trail. His I don't know if that's his campaign manager or what that guy is, but he came in, same dude from last time, to tell him his numbers is low, so he gonna have to do something to get out in these streets and bring his numbers back up. So Tate said he already did that. He hired an intern to come in and help him get some money, get some funds, and get his name back out there. And he should probably work on hiring a wife. Because it's a good look, I guess, when a politician has a wife.
Y'all just
Now, is he gonna go find one right now? When does he plan on running?
Just go get
Was
you.
the lady he was with that one day? Is that one of his wife prospects? But then he ran into the teacher and thought maybe this is a better choice. And are these very intelligent looking women just gonna marry him because?
I'm like, the wife prospect, she had her titties out, so that probably not look a good look for the campaign.
Which one is that? The one
had
that he
the
was
dress.
with?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's why he's like, yeah, let me slide on over here back to Stansville. Because that wife is smart. And so when he have to go to these events with these folks that are non-melanated and they say some slick shit, she gonna be a very educated way of clapping back.
Exactly.
And keep her titties in her shirt until they need to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Your favorite portion of the show, it's time for class. Class,
Oh.
Today's subject is need versus greed. And what we've learned today, class, is basically more money, more problems. I mean, and that's that. Now, while we're going back and forth about more money, more problems, Diana and Effie is discussing how they ain't really got money to pay for these books. Effie is stressing, I think she paying for her whole college by herself. That's why she like, let's get these bricks. I don't know what y'all talking about. And I guess if she got a little stash on her own, girl, you're supposed to get your money up on your own. You don't rely on Tariq. He stay in trouble. So if you can get a brick in here and there, Effie, go and get you a brick.
You should have known that after the last one. He almost went to jail a couple times. Last season.
He done made this his girlfriend now, so. Effie and Diana did connect on a certain level. So thankfully, it's not them being catty. I guess Diane has accepted that this is what Tariq want to do. And, her and Effie are still cool with each other. I'm glad to see that they ain't gonna be fighting over Tariq because the damn sure ain't worth it. She took her up and was like, holler at the TA and he'll go ahead and help you get some of these books. Plus, we guessing he has a little crush on her based on
all
the way
this damn money to send her to Ivy League school. Y'all can't pay for her damn books.
You can't pay for the books. That's where it stops.
That's dumb as fuck.
Lorenzo, you's a lip dick ass squishy ass nigga. I don't know.
They built his ass up like he was just an old dude, didn't they?
No, you're not.
Big disappointment.
No, you're not. Bring back.
He got out, ain't been shit.
Come on.
Put him back in.
Might as well, because he's worthless. Now I like
worth shit
better than him. The police man had more kahunas than Lorenzo. Dang.
Lock his ass back up. He was talking all that shit on the inside. He ain't shit.
He ain't doing nothing. And we know he ain't breaking Auntie back out because she over there still angry. She just bitching him from one upside and down the other. So back at the office, Braden, in the honor of his new lady Kiki, to put tiki torches in that boy's office, and then told on him. So the people came down there investigating his desk and pulled out them tiki torches. So they had to make him leave because apparently inclusion is in and racism is out. So you got to keep the racism outside the office, not inside the office. So they kicked the little boy out. He went out, like a rich kid, talking about how his daddy was gonna sue the pants off of him and such.
All right.
We don't know your daddy, but in the meantime, when the son of the owner of the company doesn't like you, then you probably won't be there long. Kiki liked it, so she gave up the cookie. Ain't really nothing for me to say about that. Listen, one thing I can't say, as much as I can't stand him, Ghost was real good for a sex scene. I don't.
These kids, I don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it. And Kiki, He didn't even do nothing. You ain't even go out to dinner or nothing.
She gave that
He was-
thing up real fast.
Dang. I'm gonna need some Red Lobster or something. Y'all can't go. You calling him, what is her nickname for him? Trust Fund? You calling him Trust Fund. You could have got a steak down to the Ocean Prime or something before you just laid it all out for him in office.
Child, she must have really been in need because I ain't seen her do nothing
Are you
worth
with me? Apparently, Kiki's in. So Tate had told what's this boy Tariq that he was gonna give him an internship down to the campaign office, but he changed his mind because nobody really want to be dealing with Tariq. He's not a good look, and Tate can't have him over there in the campaign office. People said no, that's not a good look. So he hired Keisha, who I like. She's smart and she's sassy and she getting that money for him. So Keisha, I like her like I like Cash Doll. They do, I enjoy their part in each episode. She's a refreshing to me. So Kane came home with the bricks that they didn't dispute, what do you call it, distributed over at the warehouse, and he gave Lorenzo his work. Lorenzo said he ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. I ain't working for you. I ain't working for nobody that you bring to the table. He's still in his feelings about that whole part where, he had a connection with Mecca and they was going to take him out.
I mean, that'll do it. That'll do it.
That'll do it.
I can never trust you again after that.
You did stuff to your son. Come on. The way you did, Kane, you made it easy for him to turn against you because you was treating him the same way Auntie treating you.
He right though. He was right to treat him like that. He was right. Kane wasn't ready. Kane ain't ready.
And neither is Lorenzo. Both of y'all stupid. That's why Monet is really running things around there when she ain't sad. He told him like you're gonna have to earn my trust back. I ain't just gonna give it to you. And one way you can earn your trust is to go ahead and find out who killed Zeke, because your mama is upset and we need to fix it for her. Does he believe he ain't do it? Or does he just believe? I don't know what he believes because he out here pretending like there's a person out there other than him that did it.
Right. I don't know who he trying to put it on.
I don't think he has that part figured out yet. He's just flying by the seat of his pants. So Drew's boyfriend basketball is headed to OKC and he's about to have his signing party and he asked Drew to go. As a date, no, not really, because he's not out and Drew's all in his feelings about that. Listen, Drew, everybody got to come out at the same time. You can't force this boy out and he just now got his contract with the OKC. He doing his thing. Relax. He wants you to come. You should be happy about that. Y'all don't have to make out at the party. You could just go and be his friend and, celebrate with him. Drew is all in love. He ain't been at work at the house. He don't know what's going on. Drew been over here at the college with basketball the whole time so far. So Frank's wife, what her name? Elaine?
Yeah.
Remember last season they killed Uncle Frank? Well, his wife came to pay her condolences to Monet. She told Monet that Officer Whitman was over there asking questions. And she said, she good. Her boys set her up real good. And matter of fact, she had a knot. That same knot, I guess, that Monet gave her. She gave it right back. Monet, you didn't think that lady was going to go away, did you? You done killed her husband. She's not going anywhere. And I have a feeling her boys that set up wherever they set up in Brooklyn and wherever, I feel like we're going to see them at some point because.
Yep, absolutely.
No reason. And I mean, and she was not there to pay her condolences. She gave a good show, but she know what it is. Just like you out here talking about find out who took out Zeke. She's somewhere with her boys talking about find out who took out your daddy. And Kane is messy. So we don't assume that it ain't going to be hard to figure out that he was the one that did it. Or Drew or one of y'all. One of y'all did that. Because Lorenzo was still in jail, wasn't he? Yeah. He was still in jail there. So we know it wasn't Lorenzo. So Tariq tells Effie and Braden that he lost the internship. He's feeling some type of way because he needs that internship in order to get his college credits. And Braden's like, hey, I got a great idea. Like, they just fired Tiki Torch over here this morning, so why don't you come over to my office and work there? And Tariq is like, what are you talking about? We can't do that. He's like, oh yeah, my Uncle Lucas, he can hook it up. He'll be a great reference on your resume. And what about your dad? We ain't worried about that because Uncle Lucas is the one apparently in charge over there for real. And so only outside of the business is Dad really in charge. And, you know, Uncle Lucas got at least as much power. So congratulations, Tariq has an internship at Braden's daddy's company.
All right. All right then.
He said he had to go somewhere. Right when he walked out the door, Braden is telling Effie, like, we got to tell him about Lauren. And she's like, oh, no, we don't have to tell him. We're going to take that to the grave. So what we're not going to do is start confessing just because you know, having bro feelings for your best friend, Tariq.
Right.
In the meantime, what's his name? Kane is down to the hangar torturing the pilots that was supposed to be flying Mecca out of town that day. And he got a blowtorch and he taking blowtorches to the people. And the people said, we can't handle this. We're not real gangsters. So they start talking. Somebody seen a car with a busted tail light and somebody seen a bald-headed man with a big black jacket. And it sounds like Lorenzo.
Sound just like him.
So Braden brings Tariq to work and he's really excited because his best friend works there. He's showing him around. That's Bob. That's John. Hey, this is my best friend Tariq. Come on,
That was
Tariq.
so cute.
Show your office.
That was so cute, though. He was
Tariq
so
is walking around
excited.
with his backpack, like, hey, you guys, hey. His father is at the top of the stairs, like, what the actual hell did you bring him for? Here. He was like, he works here now. No, he doesn't. His brother's like, you in trouble now, boy. Uncle Lucas is like, Uncle Lucas said, I said that Tariq is, you know, gonna be doing an internship here.
Cool.
So hope y'all get over it because we've already decided that that's what it is. It is not nice to be blaming this young man for your drug dealing son over here and the stuff that he did. So Tariq is official. He's an official member of the team.
Oh, isn't that nice?
I mean, moving right along. Effie is back at her crib cutting the product. Now, one thing I do know, because I've been watching a lot of Power Effie, and you're supposed to take your clothes off. You can't be up in there cutting the product up, and it's all up in your sweater. And then if something go down, you got the work, up in your clothing. So.
Right, because Tommy brother taught us a lot on the last season of Tommy.
Yeah.
Okay, he went through the whole little thing with us.
And homegirl, what's her name?
Mm-hmm. Juliana. That's who was doing the teaching the class.
She was over there in her drawers. You don't supposed to be dressed.
Mm-hmm.
Diana stops by the TA's office to, let him know, like, she can't afford books. Does he have any, hookups or, what can she do to get her books? And he's like, how you carrying a Balenciaga bag and you can't afford your books?
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, maybe it's a gift.
When she walked in, I was like, girl.
Listen, you can get gifts that you couldn't afford on your own.
Child, please. You look like a damn fool walking around with all that money on you and you talking about, can I borrow books?
You can sell your bag and buy some books. There's a thought.
Do. Yeah.
I can't even spell Balenciaga. So I don't have no Balenciaga bags.
Child.
I look at my notes and it looked like it said Balenciaga. I didn't check it. Anyway.
Y'all dang priorities all messed up. Shoot.
I never understand why you would be willing to take the risk to sell the drugs, but then don't set yourself up for real life things on the other side. Like, that could have been a freaking, what do you call it? ERA account or something. The whole bag. Like, you could always have, they need to watch Wild Kingdom because those people know where to be stashing their money and properties and things. But, that's another subject. Anyway.
Pause real quick. Pause. I gotta turn this off. Okay.
Window?
That's
So
smoking.
Whitman pulled up on Monet. You say stop it?
No, go ahead.
Oh.
It's-
So Whitman pulled up on Monet, stopped pulling her over for no reason. Him and her go back and forth. He told her that Zeke had told her that she was responsible for Carrie's death, and she also was caught on a traffic camera, in the vicinity the night that what's her name, Carrie
disappeared.
disappeared. Well, she didn't really disappear, but she was
Alive.
found. She
Yeah.
was found unalive.
Yeah.
I mean, he really didn't have nothing on her. He just wanted to intimidate her and made it a point to bust her side view mirror on the point. That's such harassment. Like, if you ain't really got nothing, get the hell on somewhere. And I hate how these police be doing all that tough talk for no damn reason. I need to call down to the police station and tell them that they're gonna have to pay for my rearview mirror because that man punched it out.
Well, she definitely called her lawyer real quick.
Right. Speaking of, so Davis is screaming at Sachs, like, what the hell is going on with Whitman? Because I just got a call from Monet, and she said he was down here harassing her. And so Sachs said he don't know nothing about it. So then he calls his DA girlfriend, who hates him a whole lot, and she lied and said she didn't know nothing about it.
Why do we have her?
What's his name? Davis is pressing Sachs about, getting information about his brother's case. She ain't over there looking for none of that. You keep asking that lady about that, but she ain't bit more looking for nothing about that.
Right.
She ain't thought about it. She said the people gonna think it's weird that she's asking questions. So Sachs, don't help her because she's not helping you.
She's not.
So over at the office, Braden and Kiki send Tariq to go set up the office so he can see what really be going on in there. And it's a whole cocaine party going on the table. That's just kind of how they do over there. It's no secrets in that office. They just, sliding around with different business cards and everybody's got a straw. And how high do they be? I feel like somebody should. It just seems like a whole lot. It's a lot. Do they start that way in the morning and it just be carried on throughout? We in the boardroom and
probably so.
Well, then they head over to the strip club and still more. I was like, oh my God, these kids are gonna have exploding heads by the end of the episode because I don't know, it felt a little weird, but it worked because by the time when Braden and Tariq were talking and Braden said, I mean, I know you ain't trying to do nothing over here, but when I was over in the country club, I ain't moved but 2 bricks. And Tariq started doing the math of how many times carried the 30 people on this floor. And he figured out if they could sell to these people, and they do a lot of coke over there, I feel like the way they was going through it, they'd probably be looking for it a whole lot. Over at the country club, them are old men. They probably entertain a little something. But these over here, they is firing their brain straight to hell. Only problem is they're going to have to deal with the current supplier. You can't just come in somewhere stepping on people's toes. And Braden has the idea, but they're going to need Kane for that. That's scary. We know what that means. So, and further notice. Drew always be walking around in the dark and in strange streets. So he walking around in the dark. Some dude pulls up on him asking him for the time. That's weird. Like, I wouldn't stop for somebody in the streets running. Where's your phone? Nobody needs to know what time it is. Everybody has the time on them. Drew looked at his phone to see what time it is. This dude knocks him down, drags him in the alley, beats him up a little bit, I guess, and then spray paints his name or their gang name symbol on his back because that's what gang members do. Now he's sitting up there saying that this is for guap. That's not how that should have been handled. I knew this was bullshit when he pulled out that spray paint can.
All I know is y'all act like, what's his name? What's the little boy name? Drew. Is supposed to be the next kingpin, but he forever getting his ass whooped. So I don't
beat up on a regular basis. He's been walking around beat up since day one.
I don't think your kids are cut out for this.
None of them.
None of them.
But they get it from their daddy apparently because he's punk ass.
Yeah.
Then he pulled some jewelry. Where did he get that jewelry from? But it wasn't on Drew. It wasn't on Drew. He just said something about it's for Lil Guap. Back at the house now, Mary J is nursing Drew's wounds because outside of Zeke, I think Drew is the only other kid that she likes for real.
It is. Yeah.
He's sitting up there beat up, like you said. Kane eating apple like he was over there with that boy. I told you they was still. Told you they was still
snitching.
And Lorenzo knows it because he tried to call him and Drew didn't answer the phone. That's how he played you. Like I'll get to him later.
Yeah.
So Lorenzo comes up with this idea that this is probably the person that took out Zeke also.
Good try.
He found the culprit just like that. Somebody beat up Drew and for whatever reason was over there at Mecca's hangar waiting on Zeke to get on the plane. That makes no sense.
Because
I
who
feel like
outside of them? Because who outside of them would even know that he was a brother?
The one that took out Guap.
Right.
And also, I feel like the obvious answer is whoever was there to get Mecca. Like, it's his stuff, it was his hangar. Zeke just happened to be there. I want nobody looking.
Which is so dumb that she's even pressing it. You know what I'm saying? Because wouldn't you just automatically think that?
Because Mecca was just a mess and somebody came for him. And Zeke just was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Exactly. But she all like, no. Like, child.
Okay, girl. Well, the TA takes Diana to the store where she's going to be working to get this extra money. And while she's there, she sees Effie and Tariq. So she bounced and went to hide like in the back because she's like, I'm not pressing it, but I don't want to see that. I get it, girl. I don't want to look at it either. Brayden meets with Tate. So Brayden paid off Tate to hire Keisha so that Tariq would have to come work at the company.
Yep.
New York cop visits the lady DA and they going back and forth with trying to figure this case out. And the New York cop said her people said no, they not fronting no or organizing no team to come after a child. But then Whitman pops up and she confronts Whitman like about, didn't I tell you to stay away from Monique? And he like, you don't tell me what to do. In the midst of all that, he comes in with a card from Ramirez and, lets her know that Ramirez was having a relationship with Monet. So now they're sitting there like the police do with all these pictures trying to connect the dots. Now they think they have enough evidence I don't know how that makes evidence, but okay. They have enough evidence to go after Tariq and Monet Tejada. Because those are the kingpins. Tejada's ain't even got no money right now. So that's not it.
The Tejadas can't even pay for college books right now.
Ooh, why aren't y'all looking into Brayden and his family? Since he's the one at court confessing to everything. His picture ain't up there.
Thank you, because they're racist.
And Karen's. That's a double doozy. So Kane pulls up on homie that Kane do a lot of work. Like, I don't know where he gets his information from, but he pulls up on this dude that beat up Drew and they scuffle a little bit and Kane finds this jewelry, Zeke's chain with his ring on it in this dude's pocket. Now, would you have that in your pocket if you stole it from somebody that was allegedly unalived?
This is why this is my worst show. It just keep proving my point over and over.
This was very annoying, and yeah. So, Meanwhile, Drew is over there with basketball because he wants to explain to him why he didn't show up to the party. Basketball is tired. He's tired of y'all and that gangster mess. He is not cut out for that. I'm about to go to college and don't follow me because I'm done. And I don't blame him.
Let him go.
Well, Drew's in his feelings. He's in love, and he wants you to understand that it wasn't his fault. And basketball is like, I don't care. I'm done. I'm out of here. So while Drew is in his feelings, he gets a text from Tariq that said, "We need you to come downtown because we can't get in touch with Kane." So he goes downtown with all this angry energy.
Hey, wait a minute. He gonna tell basketball dude, "This is our life." No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Life.
You about to get me killed. Every time I'm around you, you get
Wait,
beat up and
don't
shot at.
go to OKC and don't come back.
I respect it. He's like, this ain't it. I'm not gonna be doing no gangster nonsense. Now I'm about to go. Last basketball player was around y'all, ain't here no more. I'm not doing that.
Exactly.
So Drew went downtown, and you see Tariq talking to the current supplier. They, say their goodbyes in the hallway, and he walks out. Drew is following him down the street. I don't know why this dude didn't turn around. Ain't no way in the world you're gonna follow me that closely down the street.
And you the supplier, so you got shit on you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you weren't supposed to think about that. Well, Drew got close enough to this kid. He's standing on the curb on his phone, and Drew pushes him under a bus and walks away. That's another thing. Everybody in the neighborhood walking towards this kid to see what happened except Drew. He's walking the other way. He doesn't care what happened to that kid. Back at the bar, Lorenzo, Kane, and Monet have the mugger, the person that mugged Drew, the killer of Zeke. They got him questioning him. This dude was like, "I was out of the country when that happened, and I got paid to beat up that kid." And then, of course, Lorenzo got all nervous and stepped all in his face like, "He's a liar. Don't believe nothing he said."
Don't believe what he said.
Kane pulled out Zeke's. He pulls out Zeke's ring. And when Monet seen that, like, she was done, she was convinced. So while dude is trying to let her know that he was paid to do that, she shot him. So he's done. He's gone. And, Lorenzo thinks he got away with it, pretty much. Sax is over at the office going through Davis's desk. "Davis, why is your desk all open like that?" And he finds a burner phone. "Why you got a burner phone?" Why do both of them have a burner phone? Because what's the name got a flip phone too. And I know we ain't doing no real business with no flip phone Motorola's.
I was gonna say, didn't you just ask if they still have burner phones?
I did.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm like, we just had this conversation.
I guess they do. And so Sax goes to the last number called. Remember when Caitlin was a baby and she was always calling y'all because she would dial whatever the last number was that my mother died. And then he calls the last number, and of course Monet answers the phone saying too much. Like, why don't you just say hello when you pick up the phone? Why are you saying hello? That don't even seem like something that a person in the streets would do. Seem like you would pick up the phone and, nobody should be able to tell who you are based on just you picking up the phone. Because it's on some shady shit. But hey, who am I? I'm just a hairdresser in a Kissimmee.
On the phone.
So Effie is running her own app, similar to Course Correct. So I guess she's taking bricks and she's going to do her own thing. I think that's going to get her messed up, but, not feeling like a very smart decision, Effie.
That was dumb, Effie.
Real dumb.
Now
she even kind of try to change the name too much. She used the exact same format. So
we got to take you out now.
That's probably what's going to happen. It's going to be Wakanda. They're going to be mad at her. Because she's taking, she cutting things and that never works out when you be trying to take your own stash. Lorenzo and Kane are getting rid of the body of this dude. Lorenzo's feeling very good about himself until Kane lets him know that he knows that Lorenzo was the one that took out Zeke.
Because when he said that bald head with that coat, he was like, "That was my daddy." And
the tail light was broken. So he knows that he probably halfway knows that Lorenzo been acting weird. So this was my favorite scene of the whole show. Lorenzo started confessing real quick. I was like, that's how easy it was. You just start dropping, confessions like that. He was like, "You had me looking for the killer, but it was real easy to find the pilot who told me, he saw a bald man with a big cut and a coat and a busted tail light." So after Kane got finished sunning his daddy, he gave him them bricks and was like, "Now you get out on these streets and bring me my money, and I'll see you at the house." And that's how that ended. So I guess Kane is the new daddy.
Child, please. He gonna take him out just like you try to take your daddy out.
Who, Lorenzo?
Mm-hmm.
He can go. He's,
No,
he gonna hold that over
Lorenzo's
his
gonna
head.
take Kane out.
Kane gonna tell his mama.
We'll get him before then.
We'll see. If Kane go, then it really ain't gonna be good. So on
It
that
ain't
note,
good now. It ain't.
on that note,
What you
do
gonna
you want to tell him what to do?
You gonna tell him?
You gonna tell him what to do?
Was this a good one?
Smash that thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
Are you gonna look at him so they can see your face? Say hello. Bye,
Bye,
y'all.
y'all.